A perfectly ripe Musang King durian drops from its branch, its pungent aroma filling the morning air. At current market prices, this single fruit is worth over $50. Most farmers overlook this incredible crop, but today's complete guide will show you why durian farming could transform your agricultural business. Over the next 15 minutes, we'll break down the exact process of establishing, maintaining, and profiting from a durian orchard. After 7 years of commercial durian production, we're sharing our proven system for success. Last year, the global durian market exceeded $17 billion, with demand consistently outpacing supply. What makes this opportunity particularly attractive is the scalability. You can start with as few as 10 trees and expand as your operation proves successful. Let's dive into the complete process of durian cultivation and commercialization. Successful durian cultivation begins with proper site selection. Your soil needs specific characteristics: deep, well-draining, and rich in organic matter. The ideal soil pH ranges between 6.0 and 7.0. Anything outside this range severely impacts nutrient uptake and tree health. Testing your soil before beginning any land preparation saves significant time and resources in the long run. Land gradient plays a critical role in durian cultivation. The optimal slope ranges between 2 and 15 degrees. This allows sufficient drainage while preventing soil erosion. Analyze your terrain carefully, as improper drainage leads to root rot, the primary killer of durian trees. Most successful orchards install contour drains every 100 feet to manage water flow effectively. Your location must maintain temperatures between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature variations outside this range significantly impact fruit development and quality. Monitor historical weather data for your region, paying special attention to minimum winter temperatures and maximum summer peaks. Install weather monitoring stations throughout your orchard to track microclimate variations. Consider wind patterns when selecting your site. Strong winds can damage flowers and developing fruits. Natural windbreaks or strategic planting of barrier trees becomes essential for orchard success. Record prevailing wind directions during different seasons to plan your layout effectively. Successful farms often plant nitrogen-fixing barrier trees that serve dual purposes of wind protection and soil improvement. Water availability and quality require careful consideration. Durian trees need consistent water supply, especially during flowering and fruit development. Your water source should provide at least 40 gallons per tree per day during peak seasons. Test water quality for salinity and mineral content, as poor water quality can harm tree development and fruit production. Proper land preparation determines your orchard's long-term success. Begin soil preparation at least 6 months before planting. This timeline allows organic amendments to properly decompose and integrate into the soil structure. Start with deep plowing to break any hardpan layers that might restrict root development. Start with comprehensive soil testing. Beyond basic NPK levels, test for micronutrients and organic matter content. Durian trees have specific requirements for magnesium and calcium. Deficiencies in these elements limit fruit production and quality. Regular soil testing every 6 months helps maintain optimal growing conditions throughout your orchard's life. Clear your land systematically, preserving topsoil integrity. Remove existing vegetation and roots completely to prevent competition and disease transmission. Incorporate organic matter at a rate of 40 tons per hectare. Use a combination of animal manure and green waste for balanced nutrient release. Allow this organic matter to decompose for at least 3 months before planting. Install drainage systems before planting. Subsurface drains should be placed every 50 feet, running perpendicular to the slope. This prevents waterlogging during heavy rains, while maintaining adequate soil moisture during dry periods. Use perforated pipes wrapped in geotextile fabric to prevent soil particles from clogging the system. Soil pH adjustment requires careful attention. Add agricultural lime if your soil pH falls below 6.0. Apply sulfur if pH exceeds 7.0. These amendments need time to react with the soil, so apply them at least 3 months before planting. Monitor pH changes monthly during this period to ensure proper adjustment. Selecting the right durian varieties determines your market potential and profitability. Premium varieties like Musang King and Blackthorn command higher prices but require more intensive management. Consider market demands, growing conditions, and management capabilities when selecting varieties. Source your saplings from certified nurseries with proven track records. Verify the genetic authenticity of your planting material through documentation and visual inspection. Quality saplings show these characteristics: straight trunks, well-developed root systems, and disease-free foliage. The age of saplings significantly impacts success rates. Select saplings between 8 and 12 months old for optimal results. Examine each sapling's root system before purchase. Healthy roots appear white or light brown and spread evenly throughout the root ball. Reject any saplings showing signs of root coiling or discoloration, as these indicate poor nursery practices. Consider the timing of your planting when purchasing saplings. The best planting seasons vary by region, but generally align with the onset of rainy seasons. Genetic diversity within your orchard provides insurance against disease outbreaks and market changes. Plant at least 3 different varieties in your orchard. Space different varieties in separate blocks to facilitate management and prevent cross-pollination issues in premium varieties. Proper planting technique significantly impacts early tree development. Begin by marking your planting locations using GPS coordinates for precise spacing. Standard spacing requires 10 meters between trees, resulting in 100 trees per hectare. Consider future mechanization needs when planning row spacing and orientation. Dig planting holes measuring 1 meter in width and depth. Separate topsoil from subsoil during excavation. Mix the topsoil with organic amendments. 10 kilograms of composed manure, 500 grams of rock phosphate, and 200 grams of dolomite lime per hole. The timing of hole preparation matters. Prepare holes at least 1 month before planting to allow amendments to integrate with the soil. The planting process requires careful attention to detail. Position the sapling so the root collar sits slightly above ground level. This prevents water accumulation around the trunk, reducing disease risk. Backfill carefully, compacting soil layers progressively to eliminate air pockets. Create a shallow basin around each tree to help retain water during irrigation. Support systems play a crucial role in early tree development. Install sturdy stakes on the windward side of each sapling. Use soft ties to secure the tree without causing bark damage. These supports remain necessary for the first 2 years of growth. Design your irrigation system based on water availability and terrain characteristics. Durian trees require consistent moisture, particularly during flowering and fruit development stages. Modern orchards utilize automated irrigation systems with soil moisture sensors to optimize water usage. Install a drip irrigation system with 2 emitters per tree, positioned 1 meter from the trunk on opposite sides. Each emitter should deliver 4 liters per hour. This setup ensures even water distribution while minimizing erosion and water waste. Include pressure compensating emitters to maintain consistent flow across varying terrain. Incorporate soil moisture sensors at different depths, 30 centimeters, 60 centimeters, and 90 centimeters. Monitor these readings daily to optimize irrigation scheduling. Maintain soil moisture at 80% field capacity during critical growth stages. Install automated shutoff valves to prevent overwatering during rainy periods. Water quality monitoring becomes essential for long-term success. Install water filtration systems to remove sediment and contaminants. Monitor electrical conductivity and pH of irrigation water regularly. Maintain detailed records of water usage and tree response to different irrigation schedules. The first 3 years determine your orchard's long-term productivity. Young trees require intensive care and monitoring to establish strong root systems and canopy structure. Develop a comprehensive management calendar that includes all necessary maintenance tasks. Implement a strict fertilization program based on soil test results and growth stages. Begin with monthly applications of balanced NPK fertilizer, gradually increasing amounts as trees develop. Supplement with foliar sprays containing micronutrients during active growth periods. Monitor leaf color and growth rates to adjust fertilizer applications accordingly. Canopy management starts early. Prune to establish a modified central leader system with 3 to 4 main scaffolding branches. This structure optimizes light penetration and fruit production while facilitating harvest operations. Regular pruning removes crossing branches and maintains proper tree architecture. Install shade structures for each young tree, providing 50% shade during the first year. Use shade cloth or natural materials positioned on the western side. Gradually reduce shading as trees establish. Monitor leaf burn and adjust shade accordingly during extreme weather conditions. Proper management of mature durian trees requires a systematic approach to maximize fruit production and quality. Trees enter their productive phase between years 4 and 5. Your management practices during this period directly impact fruit yield and market value. Most commercial orchards achieve optimal production between years 8 and 20. Soil fertility management becomes increasingly crucial as trees mature. Conduct leaf tissue analysis annually to fine-tune your fertilization program. Apply fertilizers in a broad band around the tree's drip line, extending from 3 feet from the trunk to 3 feet beyond the canopy edge. Time your applications to coincide with major growth phases, pre-flowering, fruit development, and post-harvest recovery. Each mature tree requires approximately 15 pounds of balanced fertilizer annually, split into 6 applications. Root zone management significantly influences tree health and productivity. Maintain a 4-inch layer of organic mulch around each tree, extending to the drip line. Keep the mulch 6 inches away from the trunk to prevent collar rot. Replenish this mulch layer twice yearly using composted organic materials. Active soil biology beneath the mulch improves nutrient availability and root health throughout the season. Regular soil aeration promotes root development and nutrient uptake. Use specialized equipment to create aeration holes within the root zone without damaging major roots. Perform this operation annually during the post-harvest period. Fill aeration holes with a mixture of compost and beneficial microorganisms to enhance soil health. Understanding durian flowering cycles gives you a significant advantage in production planning. Mature trees typically flower twice annually, with the main season producing the highest quality fruits. Monitor soil moisture carefully during flower development, as water stress during this period reduces fruit set by up to 60%. Track flowering patterns across your orchard to predict harvest timing and labor requirements. Flower induction requires specific environmental conditions. Implement water stress for 2 weeks prior to expected flowering periods. Maintain soil moisture at 50% of field capacity during this time. Resume normal irrigation when flower buds appear. This technique increases flowering uniformity and improves fruit set rates. Successful farms often achieve flowering synchronization across 80% of their trees using this method. Pollination management proves essential for consistent yields. While durian flowers naturally attract bats and moths for pollination, supplemental pollination increases fruit set by 40%. Place beehives near your orchard during flowering periods. Position 1 hive per acre of mature trees. This practice ensures adequate pollination even during adverse weather conditions. Monitor bee activity daily during flowering to ensure effective pollination. Weather conditions during flowering impact fruit set success. Install weather stations throughout your orchard to monitor temperature and humidity. Optimal conditions include temperatures between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit with relative humidity between 60 and 80%. Record weather data to identify patterns affecting fruit set rates. The period between fruit set and harvest requires careful monitoring and protection. Developing fruits face numerous threats from pests, diseases, and environmental factors. Implement a comprehensive fruit protection program to maximize marketable yield. Success during this phase determines your profitability. Fruit thinning plays a crucial role in producing premium quality durians. Remove excess fruits when they reach golf ball size, leaving 1 fruit per cluster. This practice increases fruit size and improves overall quality. Consider your tree's age and vigor when determining the final fruit load. A mature tree can support 25 to 30 fruits without compromising quality. Maintain detailed records of fruit removal to optimize future thinning protocols. Protection from sun damage becomes essential during fruit development. Install shade nets above developing fruits when they reach softball size. Use 30% shade cloth to prevent sun scald while allowing sufficient light for proper ripening. Monitor fruit development carefully, adjusting support systems as fruits gain weight. Replace damaged shade materials promptly to maintain consistent protection. Pest management intensifies during fruit development. Scout your orchard 3 times weekly for signs of pest activity. Common pests include fruit borers, fruit flies, and various beetles. Install pheromone traps to monitor pest populations. Implement biological control methods whenever possible to maintain beneficial insect populations. Proper harvest timing determines your fruit's market value and storage potential. Natural fruit drop typically indicates optimal ripeness, but commercial operations require more precise scheduling. Monitor fruit development using day counts from flowering and external fruit characteristics. Develop a color chart specific to your varieties to guide harvest decisions. Implement a systematic harvesting process to maximize efficiency and fruit quality. Organize your harvest team into specialized units, collectors, sorters, and transport handlers. Provide comprehensive training on proper handling techniques to minimize fruit damage. Harvest during early morning hours when temperatures remain cool. Each team member should understand quality standards and rejection criteria. Post-harvest handling directly impacts your profit margins. Sort fruits immediately after collection based on size, variety, and quality grades. Transport fruits to your processing facility within 2 hours of harvest. Maintain detailed harvest records including tree numbers, fruit counts, and quality metrics. These records help identify high-performing trees for future propagation. Your harvest equipment requires careful selection and maintenance. Use specialized catching nets to prevent impact damage from falling fruits. Maintain clean, padded collection baskets to prevent bruising. Train workers in proper lifting and carrying techniques to protect both workers and fruit quality. Your processing facility requires careful design to maintain fruit quality and extend shelf life. Create separate zones for receiving, sorting, cleaning, and packaging. Install cooling systems to maintain temperatures between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the facility. Monitor humidity levels to prevent moisture loss from harvested fruits. Clean all fruits thoroughly using soft brushes to remove surface debris. Grade fruits according to market standards, considering size, weight, and external appearance. Package premium fruits individually in protective netting. Use sturdy cardboard boxes designed specifically for durian transport. Train quality control staff to identify defects that might lead to premature spoilage. Implement a traceability system for quality control and marketing purposes. Assign batch numbers to each harvest lot. Include harvest date, tree number, and variety information on all packaging. This system allows rapid response to quality issues and builds customer confidence in your product. Maintain digital records of all fruit movements through your facility. We've covered extensive ground in durian farming fundamentals, but there's one critical secret that separates highly profitable farms from average operations. In our next video, we'll reveal the advanced ripeness detection system that allows you to harvest at the perfect moment, increasing your premium grade fruits by 80%. This technique alone doubled our profit margins last season. Hit subscribe now to ensure you don't miss this game-changing information that could transform your durian farming operation.